مما يعزز التفاعلات الهاتفة ويزيد الوعي بعلامة تجارية.
التغطية الشاملة مع محطات في مواقع استراتيجية زي الرنج، ملكال وباليت. بتوفر آي راديو تغطية شاملة بتصل إلى كل من المراكز الحضرية والمناطق الريفية. بتضمن شراكتك مع آي راديو الرؤية عبر منطقة جغرافية واسعة.
ما تفوت فرصة توسيع نطاق رسالتك باستخدام آي راديو. شارك أو أعلن معنا الليلة وخلي صوتك مسموع في جميع أنحاء جنوب السودان.
إحنا كلنا جنوبيين سودانيين، ما مهم منو جاي من وين. إحنا محتاجين نحترم بعض وندعم بعض لأنه إحنا واحد. إحنا كلنا بشر كسودانيين جنوبيين، بنستحق عشان نعيش بالسلام، نستحمل بعض ونصالح خلافاتنا ونعيش بالسلام. ده رسالة تسامح والتعايش السلمي بيجيك من آي راديو هناك في جنوب السودان.
Welcome to the Sundown show. On this show we bring you the movers and shakers of South Sudan and the world over. We engage in debates and discussions that unearth the stories behind the news. And we have our light moments too by chit-chatting about issues that affect our day-to-day life. You stay right here on the Sundown. Join in and be part of the show on iRadio, your eye on South Sudan. The Sundown. For the news, views, opinion, debates and discussions. Listen to who is who talking about issues that affect our country and continent. Only on the Sundown, your eye on South Sudan.
Hello and welcome to the Sundown Show on I Radio with me, Madrama James. Today is Monday, the 28th of April, 2025. The program comes to you Monday to Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. for comprehensive look at the daily events, the latest information, in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and exciting surprises. To be part of the show, call us on 0911-229-8696 and send for us a text message on 0913-986-986. If you can't access the radio, we are also on Facebook, X, YouTube, and more. You can also stream this broadcast live by logging to our website at www.iradio.org. Coming up. Well, in today's edition of the Sundown Show, we'll take a look at the main topics, and we shall dive deep into the situation on that's the security in Western Equatoria State, where the reports that are coming there, it's really encouraging. And this is what one of the commissioner in Western Equatoria State had to say.
Cannot stand for division or hatred. We are here for unity, peaceful coexistence with all other tribes. And our king is calling every day and night for coexistence with other tribes, that we need to learn and love to stay with all other tribes around the world, not only around the Republic of South Sudan.
Well, we will get more update from Biko Barakadu, who is the Yambio County Commissioner, giving us an update of what the security situation in his county look like. And beside that, the Deputy Commissioner of South Sudan Revenue Authority is urging importers to properly calculate all expenses, including the cost of importing goods from Kenya to South Sudan to avoid unnecessary financial losses.
It is not something that is scary. It happens because of the issue of what is called internal cargo depots. These are business-owned entities. These are not government. These are pieces of land built by individuals. So when you bring your cargo, you put it there, and you are paying daily for it. So if you exceed the number of days that you are supposed to take it to the country of destination, then the amount will keep mounting and mounting more than you can afford. So, like for example, the storage per day in Mombasa, in ICDs, that is internal cargo depots, is $250, 250 USD. Like if you have brought a container worth 3,000 USD, you have not cleared it early, you have not taken it to the final destination. Now they are charging 250 USD per day. So it comes to an extent that the amount needed by the ICD, that is the internal cargo depot, is more than the container itself, than the worth of the container.
But why is this particular appeal and clarification of the airwave is coming at this moment? These stories and more, all you need to do is stay close to your radio. I am your host, Madrama James. Now let's take a quick break. When we come back, we shall officially kickstart the show in Western Equatoria.
Peace is precious than any political or military victory. Peace is precious, and so all of us in this Republic of South Sudan are encouraged to pursue what is precious, what is sustainable, and what is enhancing. I always say peace is development, and development is peace. All of us together as a people of this republic do everything in our own limits, in our own capacities to promote peace and to seek peace and to work for peace. And so I ask, really, what precious gift that can be given to the Republic of South Sudan, to this suffering nation, to this starving nation. What precious gift can we give? We give the gift of Jesus Christ, who is the Prince of Peace, and that is the peace we seek. May all of us work for that peace, and may God bless you all, and may peace prevail in the Republic of South Sudan.
Welcome back from that break. We now start this day with a positive information coming in from Western Equatoria State. Well, today we are pleased to bring you an update from Western Equatoria State and Yambio in particular, where recent development have shown significant improvement in the security situation. According to the county commissioner, the collaborative effort of local enforcement agencies and community members are beginning to bear fruits. This improved security update collided with the visit of the acting governor of Western Equatoria State, Daniel Badagbu, at J1 today. Now, according to Barakat, the improved security, he highlighted various measures that have contributed to this improved security. Meanwhile, in governor's report to the State House J1, he said the state is peaceful and civilians are also engaging in normal activities there. He also assured that the state government is working to ensure the continued safety and security of the people. Now, with in my interview with the commissioner, Mbiko Barakat, he highlighted various measures that have been implemented to address safety concerns and restore peace in Yambio. This is what he had to say.
We took lead of saying that we are for unity, love, peace for all the people. And when it was going like it wanted to go out of my hand, I have to call a security meeting, which I remember the number is 002-003. We sat together and criminalized showing finger or calling somebody with his tribe name. Like this actually have done this one, or this Balanda have done this one. We criminalize it in our security meeting that in Yambio we don't want this one. If Nico Barakat have done something to you, call me in my name, same Biko. I don't represent all the Zande all over the world. No. I'm by tribe Zande, but I represent myself. So they cannot call me in the name of all the Zandes. That if I do anything bad or good, they say those Zandes. No. So we criminalize that one. This is what led to peace. We told everyone, if there is something happen, you say it is Majok, it is Kwal, it is John, but don't mention his tribe. And again, second to it, we said also the people who came from Tombora, we understand a lot of things has happened there, a lot of criminal activities, a lot of murder. But here in Yambio, if you met, nobody should ask another one to account for him here in Yambio. We are here for peace. Both of you are going to stay here with us and coexist here with us. Why we said this one? Because first of all the 64 tribes in Republic of South Sudan are represented here in Yambio County only. All over the state, there is no county which has the representation of 64 tribes except Yambio. And again, around the globe, around the world, we have 25 representatives of other countries here. Name them from DRC, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, Somalia, Addis Ababa, name them. 25 other different countries around the globe are here. So we cannot stand for division or hatred. We are here for unity, peaceful coexistence with all other tribes. And our king is calling every day and night for coexistence with the other tribes, that we need to learn and love to stay with all other tribes around the world, not only around the Republic of South Sudan.
Well, looking at all the initiatives that are on ground, and according to you, they are also holding. Now, Honorable, because we know recovering from atmosphere of violence can be somehow challenging. What are some of the challenges the individuals in the county are facing currently?
The challenges we are facing is the IDPs. I believe if it is not being reported by RRC, we have the highest number of the IGP, because we have from Kubribong up to Ezo, all that area, Ezo County, Tombora County, Nagero County, along the way up to Kubribong, we have all those people has been displaced. A lot of them has been displaced from their area. Either somebody moved like 100 kilometers from his home, or 50 or 25. That is the first challenge. The second challenge is there is no support either from our angels to our people, to our community. Like somebody who has lost his, when you move out of your home in the Republic of South Sudan nowadays for 1 month, everything is possible. Anything is possible. That means there is nothing you can go back and see. Either your substance or your bed sheets, your beds, sponge. You will see nothing again. So those people are really in need, and majority of those people are women and children. Because the young boys, young men who are still energetic, can work for themselves, but the vulnerability comes to the women because they cannot leave the children and go and look for some manual work, which we call bagidor, to do it. And the children also cannot go for bagidor. But this is why we are saying women and children are vulnerable to this situation. And I believe Western Equatoria has the large number of IDPs. If you ask me about Mundri West, where my colleague Fozia is, and up to Maridi, there is this movement of kettles, which is displacing also a lot of people from their farms to different locations. And this year around, also the change of climate, there is a climate change a bit, because the rain has not resumed usually as it used to be. But it is now that it has begun. A lot of people plant their crops in the beginning, and sunshine has spoiled it. Those are the challenges we have in Western Equatoria, or in particular in Yambio County. It is, again, the humanitarian agencies who used to help. And I can understand with the coming of Donald Trump also to presidency, there is a lot of change, and we are going to see, we are going to face some challenges this year around. But we are encouraging people to go back to their farming and not to stick to the same calendar which they've been using before. So I was telling people to just plant anything at any time, it will grow well.
Now, looking at the initiative you talked about earlier on, which is really bringing Yambio back to normalcy. Now, Honorable, how will you ensure that these strategies are inclusive and cater to the needs of diverse communities in Western Equatoria State?
First of all, the initiative which we took, I'm also appealing to all other colleagues around the Western Equatorial State to pick the same example and criminalize showing finger or calling people by their tribes in their counties. And I can also appeal to my boss, His Excellency, the acting governor, to adopt this one in Western Equatoria as our local bylaw so that it can unite. You see, intermarriage and peaceful coexistence among people can bring peace. As I'm speaking to you, there is a force of national security of operation which was sent from Juba. I've taken him to my own farm. I've given him a land that is it, and so that we can coexist together. He knows what I do for surviving, and he knows also the culture of the people here. So if we interact among ourselves that way, I think there will be no hatred. But it depends now on our government at high level to adopt it as a bylaw, as a local bylaw of the state, so that when you come here, you know that you don't call somebody and say, Dinka de wala Nuerawi de wala Balandawe de. You just call his name, or you call him gentleman, or you call him Mose, or you call him Haja or Yuma. So this is what I can say for that.
Yes, Biko Barakati is the Yambio County Commissioner talking to me earlier on today. Now, let's talk about this community initiative right away. As you have heard from Biko, and at the same time, during the security briefing from the acting governor, Daniel Badagbu, says Yambio, and I mean Western Equatoria, is peaceful. This was during his meeting with President Salva Kiir in Juba today. And remember, all these are happening followed, political-driven tension and violence in some parts of the state from February to March 2025. Now we are asking you, now what can Western Equatoria and South Sudan at large do to attain lasting peace? 0911-022-986-986. Zanina Biasuma min acting governor fi mugabila bito be rais wa kamana county commissioner bita West Yambio fi garabal istoya gal fi salam وفي واحدة قاعد بيرجع بعد كلمات الكلتم قاعد باسمها مشاكل اللي أبدأ من شهر 2 لهادي في شهر 3. فبالضبط كده ناس عملوا شنو عشان يجيبوا سلام الحقيقة في وسترن إكواتوريا وكمان سلام الحقيقة في داخل جنوب السودان. أكد أول مكالمة. هاي راديو.
هلا هاي راديو.
نعم.
مترجمة.
أيوة سلطان جوزيف.
مساء الخير أخوي.
مساء النور.
أنا سوال أنا ما أسمع صوتك. أنا كنت شوية كده عيان.
معلش والله.
الحمد لله لقيت كويس. والقضايا بتاع بلدنا دائما يا مترجمة لازم ونزوها زي ونوسة بتاعك ده. طبعا بلد بتاعنا كلها فيها مشاكل في كله أيام ده كله. مترجمة الكوميشنر والديبوتي جوفرنر لما يشيل المسؤوليه بتاعهم هناك اللي لما المواطنين كله وما يعملوا مشاكل فايا لكن ما عمل لقبه كثير مع بتاع اساكر ده انت المشكلة كله دائما يا مثلا جيمس الكلام أنا قاعد نقوله one title بيجيبوا 3 title اللي هو honorable general minister دائما ياو is a problem كويس زول واحد يكون عنده 3 title عشان يابو جيب مشاكل يا بطل ده اللي هو governor هو كان جنرال في النهاية جابوا honorable في النهاية حاكم شو مشاكل بتاع جنوب السودان ده فأنا بقول للديبوتي ده والكوميشن أكلم من الناس كله ما يعمل مشاكل كله
انت قريب جامعة ولا شنو؟ طبعا في صوت معلش انا قاعد بسمع زيادة.
انا في المكتب معلش.
اوكي.
كده كويس؟
شوية كويس هاي.
يا هو مترجم دائما دول كان عامل اكتنج ده مسؤولية امام الله. كان يلم المواطنين دول كله وكل سوا ما عنده يعني ما يفرقوا وقلت ما توجيات بتاع الرئيس لما يرجع لما بعدين التعيين جديد يعملوا كلام تعيين جديد هو بيكون كويس فأنا بقول خلي كده حلو لما المواطنين كله والجيش جنات الجيش في ايام دي في وين ده ما يعمل مشاكل.
اوكي.
عندك بتاعه.
شكرا.
بقول في 2 كوماندر هناك كلام بتاع 9 كوماندر في جنوب السودان ده يبقى مشاكل دائما كل دول كوماندرشيب ما كلام ده الجيش مسؤول واحد زول واحد فأنا بصير باقي دول باقي ناس وأنا مقصود خلينا باقي ده يرجع اللي بعدين وبتوجيات واللي المواطنين كلهم ما بدون تفرقة.
شكرا جزيلا. نعم ده كان كنا سلطان جوزيف هنا في جوبا 09 واحد واحد ولا 22 986 هاي راديو
Madrama James.
Ayua.
Good evening.
Good evening, James Duar.
Yeah, thank you for your recognition. The way the Western Equatoria will have a total peace that will not be interrupted is when politicians know their duties. This is one. 2, total peace will come when they accept the R axis. 3rd, total peace will come to Western Equatoria when politicians who survive on the bloodshed accept that this country needs people. So at these 4 categories, this is how I see the Western Equatoria will have peace. And the overall of this is those who are saying that there is peace in Western Equatoria, these are just liars. If you go and get a mere citizen in the grassroots, he will tell you how is he or she suffering. And it's just that people are not reaching the vulnerable communities who are now affected in one way or the other, and the leaders are coming here to learn that there is total peace. And I wish if anybody in Western Equatoria should call, you will hear exactly what is taking place. Western Equatoria had been a food basket for all this long. Unfortunately, now he said there is peace. What will determine what he said is the product of this year. One, how are people going to produce their own food as usual? So if that is there, then his word will be recognized. If that is not there, then he's just lying. 2, there must be any other activity that will show that there is peace in Western Equatoria. And as currently, you see that people are dominated by a certain political party who seem to be powerful on both sides. As a result, you cannot underestimate somebody's ability when you do not go with him or her well. So these are just liars, and I can just say people even cannot put more attention since they are always lying here and there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was James Duar. The fact to remain is there was indeed a politically driven tension and violence in some part of the state. Now, if the authorities are saying yes, if you take a look at Western Equatoria in general in February and March, there is improvement in security. Now, our focus is, yes, we know there are some other parts of Western Equatoria that are not totally experiencing that dividend of peace. But what can we do to attain, a lasting peace in Western Equatoria, in Ulang, in Nasir, in some other parts of South Sudan that have experienced, turmoil, political turmoil? 0911-22986-986. iRadio. iRadio.
Madrama Jama.
Ayuwa.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ustaz Tolfuk.
شكرا للمعارفة بتاعك وشكرا للحاجة انت قدمت لنا حاجة تمام عشان اننا الجنوبيين كيف عشان نصدم السلام والقلوب بتاعنا والوطن الناس اللي قاعدين فوق وكيف عشان اننا يكون يعني جنوب واحد ما فوق مشاكلات كثير. شكرا. وانا بسلم مستمعين كلهم ازول بسمع الصوت بتاع التلفوق. انا دارت من هاي الصورة في جوا هنا.
اوكي.
شكرا. لانه في زمان شارجين كان ايام يريدوا مشاكلات كثير، لكن يعني حاليا نانو ايام تمام ما زي زمان. لو في مشاكلات كثير ممكن اننا الجنوبيين عشان نعمل على حاجة يقول الانكارجنا للشباب بتاع يامبيو في ولاية بتاع ويسترن إكواتوريا. السلام. أنا لو أنت زول تقاعد هناك لازم أنت لو في زول بقول الحاجة بطال منك لازم أنت تنتبه لأنه تفعل نفسك كيف عشان زول ده بيقول الكلام ده وكلام ده فوق شنو وفوق شنو وراه عشان انت بعدين عشان انت لو انت مشيت مع القانون واقف معك. لكن الاسا لو في حاجه حصل هناك في تجاه يامبيو ما في زول بطال وما في زول بقول على حقيقه، لكن أنا قاعدين نونس في اي راديو لانه اي راديو ده اكبر راديو في مستوى جنوب السودان وعالم كله يعني بيشوف الاخبار بتاع اي راديو وكلامات الناس الداربين زي انا دارب هنا في جوبا. لازم زول يعني يكون بسمع الصوت بتاعي لو شيل حاجه تمام مني يكون يعني زول ده يكون يعني زول مفاهم. لو انا
نعم أسي في مشاكلات الكل بمعنى كيف جنوبين يجي سوا ويجيبوا سلام على جيجا مثلا في وسترن إكواتوريا في أولانغ في ناصر عارفوا أنا عارف قال في محلات كان في مشاكل لكن كجنوب السودان بيقدر لقوا سلام على جيجا كيف؟
شكرا. لأن السلام على جيجا في يد بتاعنا أننا مواطنين وفي يد بتاعنا أننا شعب بتاع جنوبين. لأنه طريقة لازم يكون في إيوار الوطن. لأنه إيوار لو أننا كوميونيتي ليدرز بتاعنا لوكال شيب لو أننا بعمل إيوار بين المستوى بوما ومستوى فيام ومستوى كاونتي لخادي المستوى ولاية، يعني نقول الحاجة يكون نجيب ناس سوا فيبو على جد بقول المشاكل بين القبيلة ومشاكل بين بقول أنا قاصد مع الزول كان عمل كده عشان لو أننا عندنا أوار ما في مشاكلات كتير.
نعم.
لأنه الناس زول بسمع الصوت الزول اللي بقول حاجة جميل.
شكرا.
لازم يعني يكون أننا يعني نسمع من الزول يكون داير المحبة بيجي من الزول بخاف من الله. الناس الخنيسة يعني يقول حاجات زي حاجة بتجيب ناس سوا إلى داخل الخليفة، وبعد مرات عندهم البقول على هنا يعني مشاركة في المشاركة ده، لأنه الناس بمشي بين المساء زي الساعة اللي قاعدين نتكلم فوق ده عشان يتجمعوا الناس هناك، بقول نينا دارين محبة، نينا دارين سلام، عشان الناس الليلة بسمة السلام.
شكرا جزيلا.
الناس اللي بيقولوا ده الناس الخليفة سلام شنو؟ سلام الله وسلام بتاع الجنوبيين.
شكرا جزيلا. وسن مشاركة نودي فرصة برضو للناس دي كانوا أستاذ تولفوكا هنا في جوبا اي راديو 09 kun kwa mina Nasir Bugul citizen must first attain the image of patriotism and put back the political division that arms the nation. Western Equatoria State is part of South Sudan and should enjoy the freedom like other state, as every place deserves peace in our country. Let the government avoid the pressure on citizen if it means to maintain peaceful South Sudan. Thank you so much for sharing your thought. Let those messages keep on coming. We are asking you now, how can we maintain peace in the whole country and other places that have got reports of violence like Western Equatoria, Nasir, and we have Ulang and Western parts of that Western Barakazal. Hi Radio. Hi Radio.
Hello, James.
Yes, Mike.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Hi, Juba.
Ma batal Juba Kwais. Welcome.
No, James, I'm always very brief. You know, I don't want to talk for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. I always need to take 2 or 3 minutes so that other people also give the comment.
Go ahead.
So, James, I want to tell you, I was hearing some of the leaders from the political leaders from Western Equatoria talking about being doing what. You know, the problem with these leaders now, they're talking like this because they are now enjoying. Somebody now maybe is acting, is enjoying, and is trying to blame these people who have run the food. What? You know, politicians, I don't know what's wrong with them. If they tell you tomorrow, you also do now stay at home. Stay at home. This office is not for you. I don't think that when they put you there, you must remain there for life. You want to stay there for 20 years or 15 years. When they remove you, even if you finish 5 months, look for other things to do. That was not your office alone. This is the problem with them now. They talk like this. Tomorrow, if the president put a decree to remove them, he also ran, and then he disappeared, then he started talking nonsense where he is. But this is not the way. They should know that the office belongs to everyone. And the youth, also I want to tell the youth, should not follow these guys. They should leave them, first of all, if they want to fight, let them use their hands to fight. Oh, they wanted to fight with the gun, let them fight themselves also. They think the gun, but not to impress the youth, to help them, used to start, and then they used to start work. They used to not move with smartphones and sit under trees, and they're not working, and then that's the way these politicians will impress them with some small money, then they start fighting. Used to start work, even if it means putting wheelbarrow, even if it means doing anything which can make you to stand. Are you getting me?
I'm getting you, yeah.
Yes, used to know how to earn something, to avoid politicians influencing them with some small money. Then they start fighting themselves. Because the country belongs to youth.
Sure.
But you find these youth are not serious. The youth are not serious. How can you start moving from morning to morning using smartphone? And sometimes the smartphone is not having data. What? Yeah, and then you start running out. Somebody will come and say that, okay, now get this. Then you will run with this person. So please use to stand and then be serious. Know
Thank you.
what is needed in the country in the future. And this politicians who are claiming that they want to stay in the power, tomorrow when they remove him, he runs the food, lead them.
Thank you very much. That was Mike from Jonglei State, Bor. Now, if I turn my focus to that, our Facebook page, we have Gordon Riaka Maleki saying, Yellow Eye Radio, congratulations to the acting governor of Western Equatoria State for the successful peace initiative. The only path to peace for Western Equatoria and South Sudan as a whole is to include whole includes one, seizing the integration of the armed group into the SSPDF, two, implementing disarmament exercise throughout the nation, and finally facilitating a community peace dialogue. Thank you. Then we have Anthony Mandela. He's saying, Yellow Eye Radio, the only way peace will prevail in Western Equatoria and South Sudan at large is through dialogue. Therefore, politicians should respect the rights of civilians, not lying to us all the time that the country is in peace while people are suffering. Thank you. Let's keep the conversation going right here. 091122986986. iRadio. iRadio. Naam, 09 wide wallet 98996 iRadio.
Hello.
Ayuwa.
Yes, Madrama.
Yes, sir.
You're speaking to Dennis from Jebel Denga.
Good to have you, Dennis.
Thank you. Madrama, Dennis, I can say I disagree with you with the interview that we made with the county commissioner. And the county commissioner was saying there's total peace in Western Equatoria, whereby some people in Najero County, some people in Tombra, they are in displaced people now. Some people ran to Bazia, some people ran somewhere, and then he's talking about Yambio. You can see the way that he was talking. He was just talking about Yambio only, not only that Western Equatoria. Western Equatoria has 10 counties, not only Yambio alone. And then when he made a statement, the statement was clear that there's some other national security that was sent from Juba here, and then he took them up to his farm, and then the county is now very well. The county is set. Not known that there's 10 counties in Western Equatoria. People of Western Equatoria, they are only people who can understand themselves. What I'm urging from them is the leaders of South Sudan. Let us not even campaign for the seat. Let us do something that we can even help our country. Not that we are sitting in office and then talking about what? About only that one county. Not only one county. These 10 counties, you have to talk about it, not only one county. He was talking about Yambio, and then some people was in the different locations. You see? The issue of Western Equatoria is from the individual people who are campaigning for the seat, and then individual people who are a basketballer in the government. Yeah, that is what even I tell him. I disagree with him that there's a total peace in Western Equatoria. It's a lie. It's a lie. It is not true.
Right. The whole idea is, yes, Mbiko Barakat is the county commissioner of Western Equatoria. Now he's giving his own side of the story. Now the general overview of this, the acting governor, that's Daniel Badabu, equally re-echoed the same thing today when he met the president of South Sudan, Salva Kiir.
As I'm talking to you, I'm from that state. I'm telling you, Madam, people are criticizing. You know, in Meridi, there's 7 tribes in Meridi. Why are they not fighting themselves? 7 tribes in Meridi. Why are they not fighting themselves? So these things, just a criticism. The people are criticizing. People are doing something. This one is doing so. This one is doing so. This is even what's killing us there. And then they're telling the different story. But okay, it is okay. Let them even try. Let them try. For us, what we want as a citizen of Western Equatoria, we want a total peace. We don't want even this one is this one is from this. I was happy it was mentioned that this one is from this one is not from this. People have to come together. That's what we want. We don't want that this is a leader of this is a leader of this. This is what we want. That we want people to be one like before.
Thank you.
2005 and some other country some years back.
Thank you so much, Dennis.
You're welcome.
All right, that was Dennis right here in Juba. And he's saying, yes, when we are reporting, issues to do with improvement of security, he totally disagree with the county commissioner. The idea is county commissioner is reporting what's happening in his county, and the governor also gave the security update of Western Equatoria as a whole. So that is it. But still, our target is, let us accept that indeed there was a political driven tension in Western Equatoria. Things has happened. Civilians were killed and displaced. But how can, this is my question, how can we attain a lasting peace in Western Equatoria, in South Sudan at large, in Nasser, in Ulang, and the entire nation? 0911-022-986-986. Let me talk to this caller before we have our first commercial break of the show. I read you. Well, I read you.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my brother, I don't have much to say, but we will believe in their word. If they are telling us they sincerely there is peace in those areas. Because, appointment always, you should respect your boss. Telling something, sometimes you are telling him the truth or you are lying. So that your appointment your contract should continue. We need our politicians to tell us facts that there is a real peace. Talking about the 2018 implementation until it is now come to a different thing, and now they're saying there's peace. For us, we the citizens, what we are hearing from their voice, let them real peace. Not tomorrow, you say today and tomorrow things change. These are things making citizens to suffer. Because for myself, if now I do that Western Equatoria are in crisis, I'm so very, very disappointed. Because I visited Western Equatoria in those years in 1987. It was a peaceful state. People are fearing people. But today I do hear the Western Equatoria themselves is very different story.
Sure.
Let them love themselves. They forgive themselves. So even likewise in other Upper Nile. They forgive yourself. Don't kill yourself. My advice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oporoda. Here in Juba, Oporoda is saying let's love and forgive ourselves. He is also reflecting back on his trip to Western Equatoria years back, that the people were so loving and peaceful. But after getting the latest report of fighting in the state, he was really disappointed. Let's keep the conversation going after this commercial break.
The Ministry of Health is conducting a commemoration of African Vaccination Week with a new vaccine's introduction of measles, targeting all children aged between 6 to 59 months. Take your child to the nearest vaccination center during the African Vaccination Week or the Big Catch-up campaign.
Good morning, Mama Mary.
Good morning, Mama Gloria. Where are you coming from this morning?
I had taken Gloria to get vaccinated against measles at the health center. She was also vaccinated with other routine immunization vaccines at no cost. Is baby Mary already vaccinated?
Yes, she was vaccinated last month. Does she need to be vaccinated again?
Yes, she needs to be vaccinated with at least 2 doses of measles routine vaccines at both 9 months and 18 months to be fully protected.
Really? I just heard from afar that there will be vaccination campaign during the African Vaccination Week, but I was not keen enough to get the details.
You know, measles vaccine is effective in preventing against measles and deaths in infants and young children. A lot of children were not vaccinated with the second dose. Some even travel without being vaccinated. I wouldn't want to see any child get measles.
I didn't know that measles is that serious, that it can cause serious disease, complication, and even death to my child.
Yes, measles is a life-threatening disease caused by the measles virus. The signs are cold-like symptoms: fever, cough, running nose, red watery eyes. Children who survive may experience a weakened immune system and a rare but severe brain condition.
Weakened immune system and severe brain condition? That sounds scary. How can I protect my child from this dangerous disease?
The only way for your child to be safe is when your child and all children in your neighborhood are vaccinated with measles vaccine.
I will do that immediately. Where can I take my child for this vaccine? I hope it's not late.
No, you are not late. Measles vaccine and all the other routine vaccines are available at all health facilities and designated health centers in your areas. Tell all your neighbors with children between 6 months up to 59 months to be vaccinated.
I'm glad you told me. I will take my child immediately to the nearest vaccination center for measles vaccination.
Bring your child to the nearest health center and protect them from measles and vaccine preventable diseases. A vaccination card will be given after and should be kept safely. Continue to breastfeed a child with measles and give the child nutritious food. This message is brought to you by the National Ministry of Health with support from WHO and UNICEF.
The Sundown, for the news, views, opinion, debates and discussions. Listen to Who is Who, talking about issues that affect our country and continent. Only on the Sundown, your eye on South Sudan.
Yes, welcome back from the commercial break. You still have that chance to call us on 0911-022-986-986 as we explore the political and security situation in Western Equatoria, which acting Governor Daniel Badabu says is peaceful during his meeting with President Salva Kiir in Juba today. And we also heard from the County Commissioner of Yambio, Mbiko Barakat, equally saying his county is peaceful. Now we are asking you, despite all the political driven tension and violence in some part of the country and Western Equatoria in particular, we are asking you, how can we maintain that's lasting peace in the whole nation? 0911-022-986-986 iRadio. Aywa. Marhab.
أنا بقول topic كمان سيريس تعرف يا برادة العام بتاع العام في الجنوب ده ما جواسة كتير برا الكلام ده زماننا بعرف في مشكلة في الدولة لكن يعني كان
معلش hakuna Joseph Konye talisa bagda rarja tani mara lakini wadi fursa le mukhalama le radio.
Radio, how are you?
Tamam, community advisor in Medina Bor.
Yes.
Welcome.
Let me recognize the topic of today.
Thank you.
And I give you a great thanks because you brought up a new topic. I want to say, and I want to tell the people of South Sudan that these politicians of power, they will not bring peace to people of South Sudan.
Why are you saying so?
They use vulnerable youth who are set up for life to use as a tool of securing their state. And if you analyze, there is no single person killed as a son of Kir Mayadi. And there is no single person killed as a son of Dr. Riek Machar and other politicians. Their kids are in abroad. All their kids are the politicians. They are in abroad. And we, the vulnerable people who are in the village, are used to be used as a tool of securing their state. If we, the youth of South Sudan, sit down and move from state to state, from county to county, from Payam to Payam, Buma to Buma,
preaching that we are the one killing ourselves. And there is no one day, one time, one of us will become a president or son of president tomorrow, and we are killing ourselves. Let us leave following our politicians, and let us ask for our power to bring them back to the people, because that cities belong to people, not belong to politicians. These youth of ours will listen to us and will put all those guns down, and they will regret saying that why are we killing ourselves? Yet there is no one person from Kir clan, and there is no one person from Riek Machar clan who are fighting with. So if there's a problem, why they were not fight? Why they were not killed themselves within J1 in 20? They are not the problem, but we the youth who have nothing. If you are giving $1,000, you will command and you will let the people to be killed, innocent people. So let us think how we address this problem of people of South Sudan. And let us go from state to state, from Payam to Payam, and from Buma to Buma, whereby we preach peace. And we ask ourselves, why are we killing these people? And these people they're not the problem of this nation.
All right.
And Machar, are the problem. That's what is supposed to be done. Thank you so much. Me, community advisor from Go.
Yes, community advisor also. For your information, the two leaders are not greater than, South Sudan. So it's also our responsibility to do our part instead of blaming that two individuals, so two leaders. Franco Joseph is saying for us to attain lasting peace, citizen has to come together. Thank you. We have King Scobie that leaders should demonstrate peace in touch to the citizens. Thank you. Abu Stephen, thank you also so much for sharing your opinion with us. Then we have Honorable Thongbor Jok from Jonglei State Board. He's saying for this country to have peace and lest if youth is stop being used as useful tools by politicians for their own interests. Thank you, Thongbor. Then we have Tuch Mut. He's saying lasting peace is to mediate all parties into peace and see the way forward as well. Thank you very much, dear listener. With that, we have come to the end of our very discussion, and I do really appreciate you. Let's link up after this. I've been your host, Madrama James.
We want peace in South Sudan, but this peace have become a dream to many of us. When we close our eyes and open them, it is gone, and uncertainty replaces it. But let us not give up. Let us work collectively towards the peace we desire at our different capacities. Let us all denounce violence of any kind at all levels, but encourage dialogue to conflicts and differences. We are all South Sudanese and will remain South Sudanese whether we like it or not. The earlier we accept ourselves, the better for the future of our nation.